So I'm a little late on this, but I see a lot of people in the comments were saying like a while back that they wanted me to finally review WWE 13. I never did like an official review. I might have mentioned it, but I never did a review of this game right here. Played on the Xbox, you know, the Xbox version of WWE 13. So what do I think about this game? Well, pretty good. A pretty decent game. There's only one problem about it. It's the exact fucking same game as WWE fucking 12. Let's be honest here. It's the same fucking game with an Attitude Era coding on it. And also, there really ain't that many Attitude Era guys in it. There's a lot of guys that they didn't put in there, you know, that were in the Attitude Era. They missed out a whole bunch, you know, Mark Merrow, Sable, fucking Steve Blackman, you know, Test. Where are these guys? You know, and the other thing is, it's like, you know, a lot of people are in TNA that were in the Attitude Era. You know, Al Snow, D'Lo Brown, Jeff Jarrett. You know, whether you like it or not, these guys were a big part of it. Also with this game, as far as the characters go, there's so many of them are downloadable. All it's about is, hey, remember back in the day? Back in the day when games used to not be all about taking your money, you'd buy the game and that's it. You know, now I can appreciate that, you know, the new guys come into the company and they want to give us new guys and shit like that. You know, but that's fine, but there's only one problem with that. They didn't do that this time around in this game. The guys were already there for fucking months that they made downloadable. Ryback was there like early fucking 2012. This game gets released late 2012 and he's downloadable. And they don't even make his finisher the right way. Also, Cesaro, he's downloadable for some fucking weird reason. Like, half the Attitude Era roster is downloadable. You know, it's a little bit, like, pathetic how money hungry they are. What a cash cow it was for this game for them. You know, they were like, we're going to give you a good game, but then we're going to take more of your fucking money. You know, it's bad enough that that this game costs like $60 fucking dollars, but then they have to take like $20 more for you. So before you know it, you're $80 into it. You know, so okay, so what do I think about the thing that sets this apart from 12? The Attitude Era mode. They told it pretty well. Now there's a lot of like missions in it, you know, that you gotta do certain things during the game. But, you know, like, I kind of thought about it. Not all of the tasks are fun. A lot of them are very fucking frustrating and not fair. And they're not very clear on, you know, exactly what they want. You know, you got to do things in a certain way or you fail. You know, it's okay. It's alright. You know, the way how they, you know, redid a lot of the scenes using the characters was pretty good. You know, it's a pretty well done mode. You know, there's just some weird things in it. You know, like you have to like you know, purposely do something because it has to happen the way it happened on TV. So I think that's like complicated to do. You know, since you're in charge of the match, you have to do. So they handled that pretty well, I suppose. You know, so I was pretty satisfied with that mode. The only problem is that after that mode is finished, it's back to fucking square one. When you finish Attitude Era mode, there really ain't much left but WWE 12 with some Attitude Era characters, basically. Because it is really the same fucking game. The same exact thing. No different. The online mode is still fucking terrible. It's you know, it's broken. Why can't we get a decent online mode in this game? How fucking hard is it? Luckily, 2K Sports has taken this shit over, and probably when they release WWE 2K14, we're finally gonna get a decent online mode. Because this shit, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing, THQ. These motherfuckers were fucking brain dead. Apparently, they don't test this. They don't test the online mode. You go online, and that shit could be spinning, loading, looking for people to play. That thing could be spinning for like a whole fucking hour. And it just freezes, and you have no choice but to shut down your system. The lagging, if you don't have like a super terrific online connection, and if you know one thing, I don't know how it is in all the other states, but in New York, the online sucks. I always have a fucking problem with the internet. I gotta reconnect and then, you know, connect my router again. You know, I feel like I would probably get more internet stimulation by plugging it up my ass or some shit. You know, maybe by me farting into my router, maybe that shit would go faster. But online always sucks. And I got some pretty decent Roadrunner internet. And that shit just doesn't, you know, it doesn't work well. But I know it's a problem with just, it's this game. It's not the fucking online. It ain't my internet. Your internet is not good. Yeah, you have to get better speed internet. No, it ain't about that. My internet's fine. It's just that this shit ain't good. It's, you know, a bad online game. And, you know, that's okay if it was just one time. But every single WWE game, it's been fucking terrible. They started this shit back when they started the SmackDown versus Raw back when it was a SmackDown game, and it still sucked every single time. It fucking sucks every single goddamn time. The online sucks. How is that they made a game in 2004, then they come to 2012, 8 years, 8 fucking years, and the game still sucks when it's played online? And they still didn't fix that shit. Are you fucking kidding me? It's pathetic. And, you know, you're online. It says that there's matches available. You go to look for the match, and they're not there. It says no results found. Now, how much sense does that make? You play a game like Call of Duty or some shit, Black Ops, that thing finds a match in 2 seconds. You know people are online playing this. And you still can't find them. They're there, but the game doesn't connect you to them. Something's wrong here. The gameplay. The gameplay, it's good. You know, the controls they're alright. You know, they're not fabulous or anything. They ain't the best. Some things are very clunky. You know, people demand that they want the gameplay back, that the way they had it in, like, No Mercy. They don't have that type of gameplay copyrighted. They could go ahead and just copy it and people would be happy. But instead, they gotta do all little weird tweaks and shit. Just give us the gameplay we want. You could then, you know, just get that basis down. And once you got that down, then do something, you know, different. Put your own spin on it. But time and time again, we said we want the gameplay to be the way how AKI did it for, like, you know, WCW Revenge, the way they had it, like, in World Tour and WrestleMania 2000. But instead we get this fucking bullshit system that's okay. It ain't shit. It's alright. I know I just said it was shit, but it ain't really shit. It's like, okay, I'm not crazy about it. You know, to say that the game is, like, fun to play is, you know, I'm kind of, like, wavering on that. You know, it's like, things could be better. They feel clunky. You know, I can't remember how many times, like, things just felt awkward. You know, like, the gameplay is getting in the way of my enjoyment of this game. WWE Universe mode is just boring. You know, you can play this thing for like fucking hours and nothing interesting happens. It's just basically a repeat of WWE 12. Nothing new, nothing exciting. And that's pretty much about it, what I have to say about this game. It's okay. It lacks a lot. You know, they could have done more with the Attitude Era. Instead, it just feels like WWE 12 with the Attitude Era slapped on top of it. That's basically all it is. The whole selling point of this game is that one mode. And you just, it's just a mode in a game. It's not the game, but it sort of is the whole game. And it shouldn't be like that. It should be different. Not just, here you go, it's WWE 12, but we're going to keep everything the same way. And basically just put something new in it and then just leave the rest the same. No, I'm sorry. That's not how it works. There's a lot of content in this game, but that's all it is. It's just WWE 12 with added content. Alright, so I guess I'll see you for WWE 2K14 or whatever the fuck it's going to be called. There's your goddamn review, and leave me alone, motherfuckers.